the 2015 Maymester trip, we were given the opportunity to ask the question, how are Southern institutions promoting a culture of student involvement? From what we have gathered from the various institutions that we visited and our own experiences in a college setting, student involvement is a way for new and existing students to become more connected to their institution. By becoming involved, students can meet new people, give back to their school, learn and try out new hobbies, and become members and even leaders of a team. Institutions offer a wide range of organizations for students to become involved. In terms of Southern institutions, we found that a lot of schools have a family-oriented culture and value a sense of togetherness at their core. Student involvement serves as a platform for students to become a part of that family. For example, the University of Alabama has branded itself with the trademark A, which every student can relate to. With over 250 organizations at UA, students will have a wide range to choose from in order to create their own sense of family. While at each of the 6 schools that we traveled to, we made observations about what each campus had to offer in terms of organizations, campus climate, marketing strategies, and other various ways for students to become involved. All of these observations were taken from the faculty and staff of each institution when asked about the involvement of their students. Other questions provoked observations of what initiatives were being put into place to help students become more involved in order to build a family-oriented view and school pride.
Each institution carried individual traits, but there were a couple common themes related to student involvement that linked various institutions together. Several institutions were adamant about providing unique opportunities for student involvement through organizations. From Rhodes College's Beekeeping Club, to University of West Florida's Argo Swing Club, to the University of Alabama's Barbecue Club, various institutions advocated for opportunities that allow students to get involved through their personal interests. We also noticed student involvement expanded past campus and into the community. Whether it was outreach to Lane or participation in meaningful community service projects as a graduation requirement, many institutions encourage involvement outside of the college's campus into the surrounding community. It's SACSA time! How does the topic of student involvement impact SACSA? SACSA can be intentional in reaching out to undergraduates actively involved on campus. Reaching out to this targeted population gives SACSA the opportunity to be a guiding light into student affairs and SACSA. Whether it is webinars, virtual town halls, or the undergraduate summit, using student involvement as a platform of outreach to undergraduates will increase awareness of SACSA and speak to SACSA's vision of engaging practitioners, educators, and students into student affairs.
Noting these observations, it will be critical for the field of student affairs to utilize a wider scope of lens to define the term student involvement. As the field continues to grow and change, it is absolutely pertinent for institutions to view student involvement as more than just student organizations and social groups, but defining it to include the act of being engaged with the institution through events, community partnerships, and utilization of recreational facilities. Hopefully through SACSA, graduates and new professionals will gain a better understanding of what student involvement comprises of and the importance of having a culture of student involvement in higher ed. Another important implication for the future is to consider laying a framework for what that institution wants its students to gain by the time they graduate. With this framework established, student affairs professionals can then implement initiatives that are purposeful and intentional for student success. And lastly, it is a necessity for institutions to establish a student involvement culture on campus early on. This way, students will be able to most strongly identify with the institution about what it means to be a student at that institution past their first year.